Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. How's it going? Hope you're all having a great day. We're back with another midday market recap. It's right now 15:20 my time, so not even an hour into the market, and we are up $20.03. We was up a bit more than that, so we'll go over everything in today's video of what I traded. But as you see on the screen here, we placed more trades today. We basically placed four trades today. 3 of them were green and 1 was red, and the first 3 were all green. So really positive day. As always, thank you everyone who has subscribed to the channel, everyone who's liking the videos, commenting. It's really appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, so you can follow me on this journey. And yeah, as always, let's get into it. So today there were a few stocks that you could have kept on watch, but there was one really obvious, and that was BPTH. I think it's plan mode. So BPTH, it's just been on, I think last Friday it made a big move. It's been on the back burner, I think even on Monday. But every day sort of kind of been keeping an eye on BPTH. And as you see this morning, Wednesday the 6th of March, it was up at 480, and it pre-market, well, start of pre-market was 480 all the way to a high of 735. So an absolute insane move, absolutely crazy. So as always, we get a stock on, we've got this stock on from the gap scanner pre-market. We see pretty much everyone's watching this stock. Now we've got to think what will be our entries. So as always, there's sort of always two things I'm looking for when I am going to place an entry, and that's sort of where was the pre-market high or even a pre-market pivot, which we've got here, right here, which is around the 735 area. So that was one of my entries I was looking for. So 735 up to a push of 750. Why 750? Because it's the sort of obvious resistance. We'd hope to break 750 and sell it on the other side of 750. So I look to get in anticipation of 735, so maybe around the 733 area, and then I'd look to sell around the 752. That would be one of the plans. The other plan would be to get a washout and go for the washout, and then buy the dip and sell it for the pop back up. And you know, where could we get the washout to? Sort of, we're looking around any sort of support area, which is here, which is the $7. What we did see pre-market was really interesting. We got this nice surge up, continual surge up, but we got this not big pullback. You know, this was 735 the high, or not big pullback, but we get this nice pullback, and that's really good. Just before the market opens, it starts to rip, and it goes up to a high pre-market of just below 750. So now it's a really obvious sort of, well, not obvious, but the entry would be 750 for the pop, or even a washout. We want that big pullback. Given the fact it just made this move, I was not as interested as going for the quick buy of the pre-market high of 750. So the buy here to sell up higher, just because it's already quite extended. It'll be first minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes even, very sharp, very whippy, lots of action going through. You see here 900,000, you know, almost 1 million shares of volume in the first minute alone. So the opening can be pretty crazy. So wasn't really looking for that, but you definitely could have got in. It was a quick entry. Once again, if you see here, you could have got in for the 750 when the market opened. It popped up to 776. You could sell, and you could have made some decent profit there. As I said, I wasn't 100% sure on that, just because of it just made this big 50-cent move just before the market opened. But it was a sign that this stock is very strong. So I was looking for that pullback. As you see here, my first trade was the minute open, so it popped up, it flushed all the way down, got in for the pullback around, well, I'll get my order history, and you see I bought at basically 720, and we then sold into the pop back up here at 731. So we made 11 cents on the first trade. Really happy with that. It sort of flushed down again. I wasn't really looking this one wasn't in real time. I wasn't really looking for, to be honest, even though we made this pullback again and gone. I thought once it was just too choppy and churny, so I wanted to see how the stock was going to play out. We get this big push up once again, big green candle. That's what we're looking for, you know. So we got the push up from here. we've got the push up again from here all the way up to a high of 780. So what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to get a pullback. We don't want this to pull back below the candle, but you see it pull back nicely here. I got in again on that pullback at basically 748 and a half, and I sold to the pop at 762. So what's that? That's basically like a 13-cent gain. So 2 trades so far, 2 winners. Absolutely, loving how everything was going. We get the surge up again, not interested. When we get this pullback, I was just kind of seeing what would happen here, because would it continue, and then if we got a big green candle again, I'd look to buy the pullback on that. Or sometimes what we do notice, we get these smaller pullbacks. It's still quite a decent pullback, there's still 30 cents. But then it sometimes continues with another pullback, and then it goes again. So that's what I was waiting for, and that's what we got. We got the second pullback once again. When we got this, it didn't get the best of entries on it, but we once again, you see the obvious thing. What I'm doing it, I'm buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high. We got the buy low here, so we got in this one at, where am I here? 730. Yeah, we got in at basically 738, and we sold for an 8 cents profit and sold at 745 on these 2 candles here. So at that particular time, I was up something like $31.50-ish. Really, really happy with how everything's going, and I wasn't going to basically place another trade, not unless we've got a really good setup. So to sum up, the first 3 entries here, I pulled the trigger, took it really, really happy. In yesterday's video, wasn't happy that I saw 2 opportunities, and that's all they are, opportunities. They don't mean they're going to guarantee to work, but I saw opportunities and I didn't go with them yesterday. Today I did go with them. The only one I did miss in real time was this one here. We got this other big washout, kind of around, still holding some sort of support, even though we're not looking. I wasn't looking too much for support here. But the reason why I like this is because we just had 1 big, 2 big, 3. So it might have been the end of the stock as such, but normally it's very rare that a stock can continue to go red, big red candle, big red candle, big red candle, without getting some sort of green, some sort of pop. Stocks, as you see here, they travel in waves. They go up, they go down, they go up. So we always get that movement, that flow of the stock. So that's what I was looking for. I was hesitant on this, don't know why, didn't pull the trade, and you see here, even if we got in at the body of 720, even it had a low of like 708, we got a push up to 740, we could have captured another 10, 15, 20 cents there. So that was the only one I missed, but overall really, really happy with how today has gone. So what happened later in the day, well during the day, as you see, it popped up, it then sold off. I actually thought that would be the end of it, but it had its own sort of like, second wind, whatever you may call it. And you see we got this big pop up here. We got the 1 minute to make a new high, which you could buy. We got the pullback here. This was actually a good opportunity to buy the new 1 minute high, and not because I can see it in hindsight, just because we get this nice surge up, we get this pullback, 1 minute to make the new high. We could get the surge here from 25 up to, we'd be looking up to 750. That would have been a good entry. Didn't 100% trust it in real time, but it would have been a good entry. After here, it's so hard to keep buying the highs because it's just up and down, and as you see, then we got to the point it was just kept going up. So we're seeing the stock is really strong. It broke the high of day for, the high day was around 790. It eventually broke all the way up to 820, sort of getting some hard resistance. And then we got the big washout. Hindsight. I mean, my plan was, once we get this one big washout, I still felt that we could get a pop. Yes, it could be the end of the move. We're starting to get on the backside of the move, but I definitely thought we'd get a pop. And as you see, I got in at 790, and I sold at 778. So as you see here, I had it marked out on. So basically I had this marked out here as my stop, which was 780. So when it flushed down, it paused. I thought it stopped. I got in. I was happy with it because, high of 820, flushed down, 790, 30 cents. Looking for the quick pop up to $8. I just got in too early. It flushed down. I had to sell my position because trying to keep stocks, you know, tight stops, and it did work. I just got in too early, so I got in at 790. If I could have waited and got bought down a bit lower, you see it popped all the way back up to 810. So I'd have to think about this trade a bit more, whether it was a good trade, whether it was a bad trade. In hindsight, well, this is going now 850, 860. In hindsight, I was right. I was just too early, so I need to think about that trade a bit more. But really happy. Sadly, we gave back some profits, and we got more commissions on it, so it took away you know, a decent chunk of our profits today. I think we'll only be up about $12 overall. Yes, ideally we want to be looking to build the account, but right now I'm not looking to build the actual account. I'm just looking to break even. I'm looking to have more winning trades than my losing trades. I'm looking to cut out big losses, trying to improve my actual winners, and I can cover commissions using just 100 shares. Like today, I've covered commissions again. Even though I took 4 trades and the commissions do add up, I still covered commissions. So that is the only goal right now. Once I have maybe 4 weeks of history where I've had like 4 green weeks in a row, or in the last 4 weeks I'm green, I'm overall green compared to red. Like my accuracy is like, let's say 65% or 60%, and you know, my profit loss is 1-to-1. Then I'll increase my share size, and then I'll be looking to start booking in profits and building the account. Right now I'm not in the account building stage. I'm in the trying to be break even, slightly winning stage, and then looking to increase share size. And once I can increase the share size, then I'm building. Wasn't really looking at this after all. I actually thought, once again, I thought it was set off, but it popped all the way up, and I haven't been following it since because I'm done for the day. I mean, you see, we're at high of day right now, and absolutely crazy move. So overall, really happy. First 3 trades were all green. If you include yesterday's trade, is it yesterday's trade? Yep. So this week so far, 5 trades, 4 green, 1 red, and even on that red trade, we were actually right, but we were in a bit, well obviously we're wrong, but the actual plan did work. I was just a bit early on that plan, and yeah, overall a very good day. So that's it for today. That's it for the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Once again, thank you everyone who's subscribed, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's try and end this week green. Let's try and end this week more winners than losers, and that would be the plan. So as always, take care guys, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.